Some people wake up every morning with fresh money in their account, earned while they slept, without checking a single email or taking a single client call. It's not because they have a side hustle. It's because they own businesses that run on their own, almost on autopilot. I'm not talking about stock market investments or complicated real estate. I'm talking about boring, simple businesses that almost nobody considers a real business, until they see how much they bring in every month. After reviewing 20 low-maintenance business models and their profitability over the past few years, I organized them into a list that anyone can replicate. Some of these are going to sting a little, because you've probably had the chance to start one of them already, and you let it pass. If you only act on one idea from this list, make it the last one. It's the one that generates income with the least effort out of all 20. Here we go. Before we get started, let me introduce myself real quick in case this is the first video of mine you've seen. My name is David. I have a degree in business strategy and transformation, and I've spent 7 years researching how ordinary people, no inheritance, no connections, build real wealth. And one thing I learned during that time is that almost nobody gets rich with the brilliant idea. They get rich with the boring idea that nobody else wanted to do. This list is exactly about that. We're going from 20 down to 1. Each business includes how much it costs to start, how much it can generate, and why almost nobody pays attention to it. Stick around, because the pattern you'll notice by the end is going to change how you see businesses without the glamour. Business 20. Window cleaning for commercial buildings. Let's start with something you see every day and never think about. Someone hanging from a harness cleaning windows on a tall building. It sounds dangerous, it sounds blue-collar, it sounds like the last business anyone with an education would choose. But commercial window cleaning contracts for office buildings and hospitals pay between $400 and $1,000 per workday, and many operators work exclusively on annual contracts that renew automatically every January. Why doesn't anyone do it? Because it looks like a job, not a business. But an operator running 3 two-person crews, specializing only in hospitals and office buildings, bills $300,000 a year without strapping on a harness himself. The barrier isn't money. It's the fear of heights from someone who could just hire somebody else to go up. Here's the first pattern you'll see repeating throughout this entire video. The business that's the most physically uncomfortable to do is usually the least competitive. If heights make you dizzy, you don't need to climb the building yourself. You need to find someone who can, pay them well, and keep the difference between what you charge the client and what you pay the crew. Business 19. Pressure washing. No harness needed here, no special license, no massive investment. You need a pressure washer that costs between $1,500 and $4,000, and a landscape full of dirty sidewalks, facades, and parking lots. The interesting thing is that demand doesn't depend on the economy. When there's money, people wash their homes to make them look nice. When there isn't, commercial businesses have to keep their storefronts clean by contract with the property owner. Smart operators don't charge for one-off jobs. They sign annual contracts with corporate buildings and condominiums, and those contracts turn into recurring income without having to chase a new client every week. Think about it like you're a kid. It's the difference between selling a single ice cream cone on the street or the ice cream shop owner hiring you to deliver ice cream every Monday for the entire year. The second deal is boring to sign, but it's the one that takes away the anxiety of not knowing whether you'll have customers next week. Business 18. Portable restroom rentals. This is probably the least attractive business on the entire list, and that's exactly why it's one of the most profitable. The global portable restroom rental market was valued at $20.71 billion and is projected to reach $34.86 billion by 2030, according to Grand View Research. Why is it growing so fast? Because every construction site, every event, every fair needs one, and nobody wants to own one. You can. The model is simple. You buy the units, rent them out per event or per month, clean them on a scheduled route, and collect payment every time they're in use. You don't sell anything. You rent out something nobody wants to buy, and that's exactly what makes it profitable. There's a lesson here that repeats across several businesses on this list. The uglier or more uncomfortable the product, the fewer people are willing to compete against you. The discomfort isn't the obstacle. It's the barrier to entry that protects you from competition. Business 17. Vending machine business. Today's vending machines aren't the ones from 20 years ago. They now accept cards, have screens, and can be monitored from your phone without physically going to the location. A well-placed machine, in an office, a gym, a